Hey guys, this is Aaron Lewis, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about something that I have had a lot of questions on YouTube and private messages on Instagram, and that is regarding, can different species of birds be housed together, or even the same species? Now I just want to disclaim to you all that I'm no expert in this, but I do have some experience of housing birds together. If you guys have watched my previous videos, I do house my cockatiel and budgies together, and they get along great, although sometimes if the budgie flies up next to my cockatiel, it will nip at it, but apart from that, they do get along really well. And as of recently, I also do house my two conures together here. As you can see, they get along perfectly great. They're bumping up and down, aren't you? So I've had no problems with housing my conures together. Some people may have, but my personal experience is if you do it properly and you don't chuck them in the same cage all at once, I think if you have two separate cages at first and let them get to know each other, bring them out together in the house while you just sit down in your lounge and they're up on the backboard playing with each other, and then eventually introduce them into the same cage, I think that would work a lot more better than buying two conures and just throwing them in the same cage together, because they don't know each other, they're going to be worried, they're probably going to attack each other to pick a hierarchy. So it is safer if you do buy two separate cages first. That's even what I did with my budgies and cockatiel. They both had their two separate cages at first, and eventually I put them in one big cage. I would not recommend keeping two different species of birds in a small cage. Like if I were to put my cockatiel and budgie in a small cage, I guarantee you they would start attacking each other, because although they do get along, they still do like their own space. So if you do plan on getting different species of birds, just make sure that you have a decent sized cage so they're not on top of each other, and you have more likely to have a good success rate. Like my conures, they have a big enough cage so if they do ever get fed up with each other, they can go do their own thing, but I don't think they ever get fed up with each other. They act like this all the time, and they'll preen each other, they'll go sleep on their hammock together. They just have no problem whatsoever. They'll bathe together, they'll feed each other. They're just a very loving bird. By the way, these two are both females, if I didn't already tell you. And they, I think, around 3 months different in age. The green-cheeked conure is the oldest. That's Ruby, and this is Piper. She's eating my shirt at the moment. Oh, and that's another thing. If you do plan on housing birds together, I do recommend having a lot of toys, so they can go occupy themselves doing other things, and they're not always, you know, being pestered by the bird, but they can go do their own thing, and so can the other bird. And you also want to make sure that you have different food dishes in the cage, and not just one if they're a different species of bird, because then they probably will attack over the food, and you don't want that. So all those people asking me, can I house a budgie and cockatiel together? Can I house my conures together? Can I house my conure and cockatiel together? It really does depend on each individual bird, but if you follow what I said in this video, by housing two separate birds in each individual cages at first and slowly introduce them to each other, I reckon they get along then. And also, I just remembered that if I let my conure and cockatiel out together, my conure will literally fly over to it, or if my cockatiel's on the floor, it'll chase after it and try and attack it. So I've not had any good experience of housing a conure and a cockatiel together, or just having them out together, because the conure does try and attack it. So I would not recommend that. However, I would really appreciate if people who have had a personal experience of housing birds together could go down to the comment section and just leave a quick message letting me know how you went, or whether you've had any success with it. And also, so people watching this video who are new to it and want to see other people's opinions can go down to the comment section and just have a quick read over it, because that's what I sometimes do with videos like this. I go down to the comment section and read through other people's opinions on it. But once again, I do not claim to be an expert on this, but I do have some experience, so don't attack me in the comments later over it. That would be great. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Go visit my social media accounts, which are always down in the description box below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't, and as I always say, stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys.